people say, why do we have a fully open southern border? Why is it you are willing to allow fentanyl to pour over and kill 100,000 Americans a year? Why is it you're allowing 169 people on the terror watch list last fiscal year to come over? And I think the only thing people can figure is that the Democrats are bleeding and hemorrhaging voters. They understand that they cannot fool people in this country any longer, so they have to import people. And the only reason you wouldn't want voter ID is if you want people who cannot vote to vote in these elections. It is insane.
Well, this is becoming the issue to watch. That was RNC co-chair Lara Trump with me yesterday on Sunday Morning Futures, warning the Democrats are using illegal migrants to harvest voters. Senate Democrats blocked an amendment on Friday which would have prevented illegal migrants from being counted for congressional districting and the Electoral College. All Democrats and Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski voted against that measure. Joining me right now is Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty. It was his amendment. He moved to include this amendment in the $460 billion spending package. Senator, thanks very much for being here. I want you to tell us about your amendment. It was barring illegal aliens from being counted in allotting congressional seats and Electoral College votes. Sounds practical. What happened?
It certainly does sound practical, Maria, and I think most Americans are shocked to find out that today illegal migrants are used in the calculation of the number of people in a given state to allocate congressional districts and Electoral College votes to that state. Laura's exactly right. Democrats are basically harvesting electoral power on the backs of these illegal migrants. It shouldn't be happening. And when I put a simple vote forward that only citizens can be counted for the purposes of allocating congressional districts and electoral votes, the Democrats just went nuts. Chuck Schumer threatened to shut the government down. We ground it down to the very last hour. Finally, I think they had an important event that they needed to attend. They agreed to put it to the floor for a vote. And as you said, every single Democrat voted to not allow just citizens alone to be counted, but to also include the counting of illegal migrants. Now think about where people are fleeing in this nation. Citizens are leaving New York, they're leaving Illinois, they're leaving California. Where are the sanctuary cities located? New York City, Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles. They're actually creating these magnets so they can backfill and create more, quote, bodies to count so that they can get more electoral votes. And we got one of the we got a U.S. congressman from Brooklyn, Yvette Clarke, said the quiet part out loud just the other day. She said, I need these illegal migrants for purposes of redistricting. And you know what's so rich, Maria? Her district, the same one that Chuck Schumer used to have when he served in the Congress, her district has this school in Brooklyn that they told the school children to go home and study by Zoom because they needed that schoolhouse to house illegal migrants. That's what's happening here in America. That's the motive behind the crime at our border.
Well, I mean, this is so disturbing, Senator. You're an elected official. Is there nothing else you can do about this? We are headed for a presidential election. Do you worry that the illegal population in America will vote in this upcoming election?
And it's a great concern there, that, as Laura mentioned in the clip earlier, there's a great concern with these states that don't require any sort of ID, that type of thing. You know, there was a commission that was put in place back in the 90s, led by President Jimmy Carter and by Secretary of State James Baker, two highly respected individuals. They identified several things that led to a deep concern in voter integrity. Some of those are being deployed right now by the Democrats. Mail-out ballots, ballot harvesting, no voter ID. All of these subject elections to great concerns regarding voter integrity, and that's exactly what the Democrats are pushing. And then when you think about the fact that they were able to count illegal migrants in terms of holding on to congressional seats and electoral votes, it makes it, you know, they win even before they've gotten these people to vote. So the power of those citizens, if you will, who do vote in states that have a high proportion of illegal migrants, they have more power in states than states like Tennessee, where we don't have such a high proportion of illegal migrants. That violates the principle of one person, one vote here in America.